Thank you, Ann, and thank you to the North Shore Democrats. I will say that I was looking forward to seeing you all in person, but I certainly appreciate you all allowing us the opportunity to visit in the webinar, keeping us safe in light of the pandemic. So I really appreciate that. My name is Craig Moore, and I am proud to be one of your candidates for the 403rd Criminal District Court. As you heard earlier, this is one of nine criminal district courts here in Travis County that only hears felony cases, and that's the difference between a district courts and a county courts at law, where my opponent is a judge. The county courts at law only hear misdemeanor cases. The district courts hear felony cases, and there are five categories of felony cases in the state of Texas: the state jail felony, third degree, second degree, first degree, and capital felony. And I'm very proud of my work handling these very serious cases as an assistant district attorney for the Travis County District Attorney's Office. Let me just back up a little bit. I am originally from Marshall, Texas, which is a small rural town in East Texas behind the Pine Curtain. I was raised by a single mother who raised me and my brother. She did the best that she could. She didn't have a lot of money, and we didn't have a lot of money growing up. I can remember going to school on free and reduced lunch. But one thing that my mother provided was a household full of love. And she always encouraged us to do great things in life and to not let others' perceptions of you dictate your success in life. And I really took those values to heart, and I keep those values with me throughout my life. I left Marshall to attend college in Sherman, Texas, Austin College, which is a small town in north of Dallas. And then I moved to Austin to attend the University of Texas. And I entered into the joint degree program. I received my law degree and my master's in public affairs degree in 4 years at the University of Texas. After graduating, I worked as a civil trial attorney for two law firms. Then I went to the county attorney's office because I had to get back into the courtroom, and I really wanted to pursue a career in public service. I worked for the county attorney's office, and then I was recruited to the district attorney's office, where I spent the majority of my career handling very, very serious cases. I've handled murder cases, child sex assault cases, domestic violence cases. And again, these are the very serious cases, the types of cases that will come before me as a judge of the 403rd District Court. And I have personal experience handling these cases. I'm proud of my work representing the people of Travis County as an assistant district attorney. In addition to handling very serious cases, I was also very active in our diversion programs. In fact, I worked the diversion programs for the three past district attorneys: Rosemary Lindbergh, Margaret Moore, and Jose Garza. I was one of the first attorneys appointed to the pretrial diversion committee. And then I went on to manage two diversion programs that focused on mental health and substance use. And this is really important to me as a judicial candidate and as a future judge, because I believe that as a judge, I want to help address those underlying issues of why people are coming into the criminal justice system in the first place. And I think our diversion programs are a big part of that. And we have a successful slate of diversion programs. And as a judge, I certainly want to help expand those programs. I left the district attorney's office in June to pursue some of my lifelong dreams of teaching and going back to school. I teach criminal law at St. Edward's University, and I am teaching this semester at Concordia University, Texas. And I'm also pursuing a PhD in criminal justice at Texas State University. So in total, I've been a kangaroo, a longhorn, a bobcat, a hilltopper, and now a tornado at Concordia. So I'm hitting all the cool mascots. But I am committed to learning. I enjoy, people think that once you've graduated from law school, you're no longer a law student. But as someone who wants to be a judge, I am always studying the law. I think a judge should always continue to increase their knowledge about the law, and I think this will serve me well as a judge. One of the things as a judge I want to do is prioritize fairness. Every single person that comes into the courtroom must be treated fairly. They must be treated with respect, and they must be treated with dignity. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter if you live in a mansion in Westlake, if you're one of our unsheltered brothers and sisters living in a tent near Town Lake or Lake Lady Bird, as it is called now. Every single person must be treated with respect. And every single person must have their constitutional rights protected. People who are accused of crimes, they must have every single right protected under the Constitution. I want to make sure that happens. As I said before, I'm very interested in expanding our diversion programs. Throughout my career, I've seen good judges and I've seen bad judges, and I know what it takes to be a good judge. In my experience, I've also worked with people who are formerly incarcerated. And one of the things they told me is that they felt the judge did not take the time to listen to their stories. And I sincerely believe that every single person that comes into the courtroom, they have a story to tell. But oftentimes, judges don't take the time to listen to those stories. But I am committed to hitting the pause button and listening to the stories and learning as much as I can about the person that's in front of me. I'm committed to the rule of law. And I also think that we need to have a judiciary that reflects the diversity of this community. We should not have a judiciary that just reflects a segment of this community, but we need a judiciary that represents all of this community, all of Travis County. And I am committed to that. The judge who is currently sitting on the court, as you heard, is Brenda Kennedy, the first African American woman to sit on the district court here in Travis County. And you know, it's somewhat concerning that even in 2022, we're still talking about firsts when it comes to the African American community. But I am so honored and so proud to follow in Judge Kennedy's footsteps. One thing I will say is that you do not need to have prior judicial service to be a judge. That's certainly not the message that I think we should send in Travis County. In fact, the past 4 or 5 judges elected to the criminal district courts did not have prior judicial service. They were just lawyers. And so you don't have to be a judge in order to serve as a judge. What you need is a commitment to serve the public. You need to have a commitment to be fair to people and to follow the rule of law. And I am committed to doing those things. I would be honored to have your support. I'm proud to have the endorsement of people like Mayor Steve Adler, Mayor Victor Gonzalez, Mayor Chris Harvey, my treasurer, Cheryl Cole, Jeff Trevelyan, and many other leaders in the community. And I'll be proud to have your endorsement as well. Thank you.